welcome back. This is block 4 of the modern stained glass block of the month. This is Kathy with You Can Quilt 2, and this is what our block is going to look like. Here is our paper piecing. So let's get started. We have we're going to start with A, which is the orange. So we're going to do like what we did before. I'm going to cut this a little bit so I don't have so much bulk here. We're going to lay our fabric down. And make sure that it's covering the 1/4 inch here. We're going to take our black, and I cut these a little short so that way I don't have so much bulk. Okay, lay that down. I like on the first one so I don't have to trim so much. I like to lay those down. Make sure there's about a 1/4 inch. It'd help if I turn my machine on. Okay, gotta press the feet up. And remember to lower your stitch length to about 1.5 is what I usually put it at. Okay. Take our pattern over to the machine. And it looks like it turned a little bit on me, but that's good. Okay, so we're going to take A1 and add A2 to it. Fold it back just to make sure. And there's a little bit more than a 1/4 inch, so let's go ahead and trim that. Not much, but there's a little bit. Take that. Trim it off. A little bit off. Oh, trim all the way. There we go. Okay. Take it to the iron. Set the seam. Let's open it up. There we go. Let's trim this a little. Okay, our next color is going to be the blue. I need to just make sure. Yep, that's going to cover the whole thing. So, over, put the fabric down on top of it. And take it to the machine. Now remember, when you put your second fabric on, it's going to be facing up because when you open it up and iron it, it's going to be the right way because remember our pattern is backwards. Okay, fold it back, and that pretty much looks like a 1/4 inch. That's pretty good. Let's set our seams here. Let's open it up. It's over a little bit. There we go. Okay. The next piece is going to be number 4 up here. Let's see where we are. Bring it down just a hair. There we go. Let's sew that together. Make sure we got it all straight. And our blue straight. Looks like it keeps turning on me a little bit. There we go. Not quite straight as I want it. That's why there was a little fold in it. That's why it just looked funny. Okay, so we're going to close this down. And I think I just, yep, okay, we're good. Let's fold this back. Get our ruler. Let's cut the 1/4 inch off on this. There we go. I think I'm needing a new blade. Let's try this one more time. There we go. Okay. Let's set our seam. Open it up. There we go. There. Now let's flip it over. Now we're going to do A5, which is the red. And take our fabric, facing up. Line it up about a 1/4 inch of that line. Take it to the machine. I know it looks like I'm wasting a lot of fabric, but I use all these little pieces that I cut off, unless they're way too small. Okay, sew that down. Hold this back. Let's trim our 1/4 inch here. There we go. Set our seam. Open it up. Yes. And then open it up. Okay, now we're going to add a 6. It looks like a big mess right now, but remember, after we're done, we're going to trim it all down to a 1/4 inch here. Bring that back up. Okay, so now we're going to do our A6. See where we are here. Bring it down just a little bit. You can see from here to here that you've got plenty of fabric under there. And just bring it down. You can actually hold it up to the light a little bit, and you can see about where you are. Okay. Let's make sure everything is laying flat. And if you notice, I had the red folded, so you don't want that under there or you'll have a big mess. So I just like to look up and just pull it back down, make sure that everything is lined up. Let's fold it back. Do our 1/4 inch. Looks like, there we go. Let's just cut this with the scissors here. Okay, set our seam. There we go. Open it up. Open up the entire thing. Let's look here. Look it over. Now we're going to do the A7, which is a white. Now I'm going to cut this a little bit so then that way I don't have so much bulk here. So I'm going to have a little bit, but not that much. Okay, so we're going to take that and lay that across. Make sure we're at that line about 1/4 inch. Hold it down. And just verify it again. Okay. We'll get to our machine. Just like to lift it up just a little bit. Make sure I don't have any other of the material. There we go. Back over. Do our 1/4 inch seam here. There we go. Okay. Set our seam and open it up. Okay. Now we're at A8. Make sure that's long enough. That is long enough. So we are going to lay this down. Let's get that one out of the way. Just flip it over and make sure that it will cover it. And bring it over just a little bit. There. And we're good there. So, take this up here. Make sure all your fabric is out of the way here. Like I said before, I'm not an expert at paper piecing. I do it. I love to do it. It has some great designs that you can do with paper piecing, but I'm not an expert at it. I've just actually learned how to paper piece, and I love it. So, and that's one reason why I'm doing this tutorial, is there's a lot of people that like to do paper piecing, but are scared to death to it. But I'm hoping that I can show somebody that it's fun, it's easy to do. After you get the hang of it, how to lay your fabric down and everything, it's really simple to do. Okay, let's cut our 1/4 inch here. And if you make mistakes, you make mistakes. It's okay. I watch a lot of Leah Day, and she does a lot of free motion quilting, and I love it that if it's a mistake, okay, that's a new design or something. I really enjoy watching her tutorials on free motion. Okay, let's set our seam and open it up. It's starting to look like the block now. There we go. Now we're going to do A9, which is the yellow. Take the yellow here. And I can actually cut this one in half here. Cut it in half. There we go. Lay that down. Find our, we have to have a little bit too far over. There we go. See this line? We want it right about there. And right about there. We're good. Let's put this down. Let's sew this line down. There we go. Fold our paper back. Do our 1/4 inch. Move it this way so I can see what I'm doing here. You notice I just have my scissors with me. and trim that off. Okay, let's set our seam. There's another lady that does paper piecing that I really enjoy. I took one of her crafty classes, and that's Carol, and she does an awesome job at showing you. So if you ever just need to a refresher course or would like to take her class, go to crafties.com and find foundation piecing or paper piecing and take one of her classes. It's really awesome. And she goes into more details than I do. Like I said, I'm not the expert at it. It's just something I enjoy doing, and I told the Quilt Guild that I would do a tutorial on it. So, this is my tutorial for it. Okay, let's sew down our black, the A10. Trim this off. This one is a real long one, so there we go. And trim that down. Don't need all that. Okay, let's set our seam here. Open it up. Okay. Now we have one more piece, and that is our purple. I'll cut this one in half here. So I don't have such a long tail. There we go. And we're going to do this one faced up and lay it underneath our black here. Okay, let me take it over here. And notice I'm not even, I keep getting off the line here. Like I said, it's okay. Well, that's about a 1/4 inch, so I'm good there. I'm not going to trim any of that. Let's iron this, set the seam, open it up, and voila, here's our block. Now, let's trim it up so it looks like the block. Remember, the last lesson I said that there's some very small dots here. That's your 1/4 inch, and that's where you're going to trim all this. So let's get that there. I'm going to stand up a little bit here. There we go. Okay. Rotate your block. Let's trim that one off. Rotate it again. Let's trim this one. Okay. And rotate it one more time. And then we'll reveal our block of the month. Number 4. There's actually 12 blocks. I'm trying to do 2 blocks each month, so within 6 months, you'll have this little project complete. And there is our 4th block. Well, keep quilting, and I will be back in 2 weeks with a new block. Thank you.